A member of my community recently sent me a video from a content creator. You've seen the type. It's always 10 ways to make money online or 5 income streams that you can start today without lifting a finger. And at first glance, these posts sound exciting, right? They make business look easy. But here's the truth. If you keep chasing every shiny object, you're going to stay stuck exactly where you are. In this video, I'm going to show you why these shiny, easy posts are a trap, how to read between the lines, and what you should actually be focusing on if you want to launch a business that lasts. By the end, you'll know how to spot the hype, how to avoid wasting months chasing shortcuts, and how to use the same prompts and tools the right way. When I first started, I made a promise to myself. I was going to learn everything inside of the program that I joined before I even thought about shifting to something else. That one commitment saved me from hopping around aimlessly, at least for a while. But I'm not perfect. I did once buy another program that promised I could make money while I sleep. I thought, hey, yeah, sign me up. Turns out it was actually about buying thrift store items and flipping them on eBay. And while nothing in their offer was factually wrong, you can sometimes wake up to payment notification, but it was definitely misleading. You don't magically make money while you're sleeping. What's really happening is you're getting paid for work that you already did. That was the moment that I realized the importance of reading between the lines and committing to the real work, not the hype. If you've ever fallen into one of those shiny object traps, drop the words road trip ready in the comments, and I'll send you an invite to my Dream to Done community with their free 7-day trial. Surface, this sounds incredible. 10 income streams, sign me up, right? But here's the catch. When you have too many options, you don't know where to start. It's like standing in front of a buffet with 100 dishes. You end up taking a little bit of everything, and you leave stuffed, but you're still unsatisfied. That's kind of how shiny object syndrome works in action. You dabble here, you try a little there, but you never actually give any one thing enough attention to see results. Now, the truth is, most of those income streams that you see on lists are legitimate. Affiliate marketing, digital products, resale rights, coaching courses, they all work for someone. But they don't all work for you at the same time and all at once. That's why programs like the Lux Wealth Builder or the Roadmap are so powerful. They don't ask you to juggle 10 options. They give you one proven model to commit to with the tools and the support that's already backed in. That's how you actually build traction, by focusing, not by spreading yourself thin. Then the Lux program takes it even further and shows you how you can add other income streams in later on, once you're comfortable with the first one. Lists can inspire you, but systems build. If you're chasing lists, you're collecting ideas. If you're in a system, you're creating results. Next, show me how to package my hobby. This one is sneaky. You put your idea in, like knitting, photography, or even bartending, and ChatGPT will spit out a little outline for how you could package it into a course or into a guide. And you think, wow, that's super easy. I got a business now. Except not really. Because an outline isn't a business. That's just step one. You still need to design it, deliver it, and market it, and then sell it. And each one of these steps is a whole new skill set. And here's why people get discouraged. They thought it would be plug and play, but instead they're staring at Canva, confused about design, or stuck in a funnel builder, wondering why their page doesn't look like the example. I learned this the hard way. I once asked ChatGPT to package bartending into a training. It gave me modules, titles, even bullet points, and I thought, this is it. I've cracked the code. But when it came to actually creating the content, designing it, setting up the tech, I froze. That's the danger of these easy-looking prompts. They make it feel like the hard part is done, when really the hard part hasn't even started. Now, with done-for-you programs, the packaging is already complete. The product exists. The sales materials exist. Your job isn't to build from scratch, it's to personalize it and get in front of the right people. That's how you skip the overwhelm and you get to momentum faster. Don't confuse step 1 with finished. Prompts can give you the spark. Done-for-you systems can give you that fire. Next, write a friendly cold outreach email. This one's popular because it feels practical. You can already copy and paste it, and you can send it out to someone. And hey, that feels like action, right? But here's the truth. One friendly email doesn't build a business. Email marketing is about the long game. It's about building a relationship over time with sequences and stories and consistent communication. I remember when I first tried email marketing, I thought writing one clever email would be enough to see sales roll in. Spoiler alert, it wasn't. Emails work when they stack, when they build trust and nurture your audience step by step. That's why I love DFY programs so much when you're first starting out. They don't just hand you one email, they give you entire campaigns, proven sequences that have already converted for others. That means instead of staring at a blank page wondering what to write next, you're starting with a playbook that's been tested. Think about the difference. Sending one email versus running an entire system that follows up for you. That's the power of skipping shiny shortcuts and plugging into a real strategy. An email draft is activity. An email sequence is strategy. Don't confuse the two. Now let's break down those emails a little bit. Let's talk about that king of shiny object marketing, that hype-heavy email. Let me show you the one I came across. So it starts with, "You've officially scored access to our free presentation." Sounds exciting, right? Makes you feel special, but guess what? It's a template. Thousands of people got the exact same email. Next, the big promise. Build $1,000 to $5,000 per day, 90% automated. Who wouldn't want that? But notice there's no how. It's vague, shiny numbers with no substance. Then they start pressing on those pay points. Without trial and error, without ads, without a massive following, without experience. That's the shiny checklist. It strips away every barrier. So you think, wow, this is perfect for me. And then comes the closer. We've got a mega shortcut for you. And that's where they've got you. Because if one shortcut doesn't work, there's always another one around the corner. Now, I'm not saying these creators are lying. A lot of them are legitimate, but the pattern is always the same. They promise shiny shortcuts, zero depth. And here's the problem. Shortcuts without substance don't move you forward. They just move you sideways from one promise to the next. When you see these hype-heavy emails, stop asking, does this sound easy? And start asking what's missing. Quick side note, if you're tired of shiny promises and want some real tools, I've put together a free guide to train your ChatGPT to sound like you. Link is in the description, along with your free 7-day trial to dream to done. Next, they suggest to map out a 14-day content plan. This one's interesting because it sounds like it's the answer to everything. 14 days of content, perfect. I'll have my business rolling by next week. I once had 30 sticky notes on my wall with content ideas. Ask me how many I actually posted. 3, a plan without execution is just clutter. But let's slow down. A content plan is not the same as actual content. ChatGPT might give you a list of 14 ideas, like post a motivational quote, share your story, teach a quick tip. And that's helpful, but here's where people freeze. They don't know how to turn those ideas into actual posts. And without posts, that plan is worthless. This is why content is the real bridge. You can have the best program in the world, but if nobody sees it, you can't sell it. Content is how people find you, learn from you, and start trusting you. And the best part, Content doesn't have to be complicated. That's one of the things we focus on inside Dream to Done, showing you how to create authentic, scroll-stopping content quickly and easily with AI. Not just a list of ideas, but the tools and walkthroughs to actually bring those ideas to life. Plans inspire, but content connects. Focus on execution, not just the calendar. And finally, create simple landing page copy. This one looks like a lifesaver. You put in your product and boom, you get some landing page text. Super easy, right? But here's that trap. Text alone doesn't equal a landing page. You still need to design it, build it in platform, connect the buttons, hook up the emails, and make sure it actually works. And that's where most people quit. I've watched people spend weeks trying to figure out the tech, only to end up frustrated and back at square one. And that's exactly what shiny posts gloss over. They don't show you the learning curve, the integrations, the tech headaches. I'll never forget my first attempt at building a landing page. I spent hours just trying to connect one button to my email list. And by the end, I wanted to throw my laptop across the room. And that's the piece the easy posts skip over. They sell you on the copy, but they don't mention the tech, the design, and the integrations that actually make it work. Done for you programs solve this problem because the templates are already built for you. You don't start with a blank screen. You start with a finished page. You just swap in your name, your story, and your details. And if you need help customizing, that's exactly what we do with people inside of Dream to Done. Prompts can give you words. Programs can give you systems. You need both, but don't confuse one for the other. So here's the bottom line. Shiny object syndrome makes business look easy, but that illusion is what keeps you stuck. Real results come from commitment. Learning a system fully before moving on. And if you're ready to stop chasing that hype and finally start building something real, hit that link in the description. You're going to get my free ChatGPT guide plus a free 7-day trial inside Dream to Done. And don't miss out on the next video showing on your screen, where we show you how to turn one piece of content into a week's worth of posts without getting distracted by shiny objects. Your freedom starts with focus. Let's build it together.